Alright guys, we are back. Today, I wanted to show you guys like a little different. I think this game is dead, let's be real. I think it's dead. I think I also need to shave. But I had this game, the ultimate barrage team in Super Auto Pets, and I wanted to show you because on one side it's like a meme, on the other side it works, and on like in the end it's like a bit of adaptation, so it's maybe interesting enough. So as usual, we start, duck is always great, and then you want to have a high health pet in the back, so we get the fish. Now this game was like 2-3 days ago, so I don't remember fully what happened, but damn. But the first round we lose. So when you're playing versus, oh, I have to click. When you're playing versus, it's different from playing arena or different from playing like other things, because in the beginning you can't adapt, but then after the start you can adapt to what your opponent is doing. So at this point still, when we get a tie, that's very nice. That sounded loud, by the way. Let's turn this down a little bit. So, in the beginning you can't adapt. You just try to make a strong team, but after a while you can adapt. So, here I saw that I'm gonna fight this guy next. He's got very low health on all of his things. So I pick up the badger and the porcupine because they are gonna hit all the low health things. Now, of course, I put my pig first because it's going to die if my porcupine explodes, so there's no point in saving it. So I put it first, and we get the win. This is going very fast. Oh my god. So, I'm just trying to like make my peacock as strong as possible, while also, there we go, while also sticking with the idea of keeping it like this. So now we see this guy, what this guy is doing. He's doing kind of the same thing as me, but without the porcupine badger combo. So again, we're like at a bit of an advantage. Alright, slow this down, damn, Jesus. Can I turn fast off? I can. So, I'm just trying to maintain strength here. That's why you see me buy early instead of rolling and hoping to get one thing. I use these two things because this helps me break a heavy health minion, or not a minion, a pet in the front. And this, the honey pot, means that my peacock will always get very, very strong. But if he also has a pet at the end, then if they trade, I get a spawn and then I win the round. So, here we go. Now, he's got quite a lot more health now than what I'm ready to deal with. So, in this case, we do actually end up tying. And this shows why the honeypot is important, because we managed to survive this round. So far, we've only had like one loss, and it was the first round. Wait, Jesus. Okay, so we now see that our setup is not strong enough, our team is not strong enough. So I want some bigger stats. So here we like level up the fish to get a new pet. Then we sell the fish because now we can get like food buffs to increase the health. We sell out the badger because the badger is killing our team as well. So is the porcupine, but the porcupine does a lot of damage to the other team and a little damage to our team. The badger is more even. So instead we bring in the blowfish, which can then pair with the porcupine a lot better. And we want to increase its health. I realize that this is not going to stop any damage from the hedgehog, but it's going to reduce the chance that it dies when it starts hitting other pets. And it also gets the +1 health from the bunny buff. And again, you can see here having the pig up front still works. It does enough damage. And here our like super barrage team's effect begins. because we shot with the porcupine for 2, then with the blowfish for I think 3 twice. Yes. Again, we want to keep getting the health up. Also, rhino is the strongest pet in the game in my opinion. Like arguably this guy is also strong, but I think rhino is the strongest. We want to run the rhino as early as possible to get it high health. So we get the rhino in. We are hoping to get health on these 2. Sadly, we missed. But, you know, it is what it is. It's still pretty strong. So for now, I'm going to put the rhino up front. I'm not sure why. I actually still think putting the rhino behind my porcupine is better. But maybe I looked at the enemy setup and I noticed that I needed it. I don't know. I still think this is not the right play. Because you want the rhino to finish off everything that the porcupine is doing. Oh, this does not look promising. This guy is definitely kicking our ass. That is a big worm. Alright. So, we take our first loss after the initial rounds. So, we get lucky. We get the upgrade for the porcupine. Now it's doing 4 damage. We sell our peacock because for right now I'm like, okay, let me get into this super barrage team. Let me just commit to doing it. We want to increase the health on our rhino and the porcupine, so we buy the thing. We also see a skunk. Skunk can be really good to reduce the health of these big minions, these big pets, so that our barrage can kill them. And there is another blowfish. Getting blowfish level 2 will be really good for us, so I want to get that. I still have the rhino out of position. I still think in my mind it would be better to have it here. So we will see how long it takes me to actually fix that. So he's got another version of the blowfish. He's got the what is it called? The elephant blowfish, which is a very strong combination. Like, we do get a little value here from the rhino, in that, like, it gets to shoot the blowfish, but then it actually ends up killing itself, which is not great. Oh, it's actually fortunate. So we do get a tie here. You can see the trading back and forth of the projectiles. I think it's really fun, always to watch. So we use the food because we want to make our rhino stronger. We also need the rhino to trade a little better right now. So we just want to get as much food on the rhino as possible. And I wanted to sell the rabbit to bring in the skunk. That's why I did it early. So I want to just make sure that I have the right food or the right things for next round, and then we go. Now I have my rhino up front. I think this is an okay play, because now it's the strongest of our team. Actually, I still think we should have it behind the hedgehog. The hedgehog should still, like, soften up the enemy's team so we get maximum value from the shot of the rhino. I still think this is a mistake, but we're now so much stronger that it's actually okay. We get the win anyway. And here we go. That's a great food. The cow is great and the blowfish is great. I don't know if we can actually find room for the cow. Maybe sell the crocodile, but I don't know. We have enough things to do that we don't need to spend money on the cow. I don't like this. I would have rather frozen the hedgehog. In hindsight, we're not going to be like getting the cow unless we sell something. No, I mean getting the... Words are hard, right? Getting the penguin. Again, we still have the... Jesus, I keep forgetting the names of the animals. We still have the rhino up front, which I still think is a mistake. And I think we get a little bit lucky to survive here. I think if we had the rhino up behind the hedgehog, it would have been in a very, very good position. Or even behind the crocodile as well. So we sell the crocodile to get the double buff food. I think this is great. We're still trying to get the rhino up because this is like one of the strongest pets in the game. But we are on turn 11, and as you might have seen from the preview screen, we're not actually going to end up with this setup. So once we find out we're not strong enough, you can see I'm still trying to get strong enough to beat this camel. I do not like getting the penguin here. I don't think it does enough. I think maybe I'm still learning the game, and I think I didn't realize how weak the penguin is. Like, it only gives +1/+1. It's not at all worth it. I could have bought an apple and it would be the same as the penguin. Definitely not worth it. So again, my rhino dies too early. Even though despite the fact that we have the skunk, it still does not trade up, so now we lose. And I think this is where I'm like, okay, so what I'm doing is not working. It's me against this guy for the rest, so I need to be able to beat his team. So I really want to... Yeah, so we keep buffing the rhino. I like that. The rhino is still like one of the keys. But I think I want to get out of this. I want to get out of the penguin. The penguin is weak. I think I see the replacement here with the werebear or whatever it's called. But I still have not moved the rhino to a better position. I think now it's actually strong enough that I get the value from it. So that's nice. But still, I would have just liked to... Oh, actually, I think I realize now what my thought process is in the game. Is that I will double trigger the camel by having the porcupine up front. But I still think just ensuring that I get more value from the rhino is going to be a lot better. So I actually didn't sell the penguin yet. That's crazy to me. Because the penguin just isn't doing anything. But I think I just hadn't realized at this point how weak the penguin is. I want to sell the penguin for the bear here. But I sold something different. What did I sell? What was my team? What happened? I don't know. It's crazy. I feel like I'm making a lot of mistakes in this game and I'm still managing to pull out ahead. I'm still rocking the rhino up front. I feel like I'm just not getting the value. I feel like I could be playing this game a lot better in hindsight. At least we... Oh, now we're starting to see the Wolverine combo. Like, now imagine I had the rhino here to, like, kill anything that the Wolverine softens up. I hope I see this soon. Alright, so we shuffle them around. We get the mushroom on the porcupine because it's great. We put the Wolverine in the back. Since it's in the back, we want to make sure that it has enough life to not only survive this, but also if they get a crocodile. We get level 2 rhino. We find another Wolverine, and then we find the tiger. So now I can go all in on my barrage team. So for now we end the turn. Let me just... coffee. Yeah, like now you can see my rhino is now too weak to even beat the camel. So now I'm fully relying on my barrage combo with these two. So the porcupine is doing it. So I think at this point I start to see that even my rhino up front is just letting him get full value from the camel. So there's no point in having the rhino up front to try to kill the camel. Hopefully at least I realize this. Oh, I could just buy this. Actually, I think I might do that for one turn. It's so strong for one turn that I feel like I'm guaranteed a win if I have the scorpion one turn. So I just buy it because then I get a win and then I can decide what to do next after this. Because like this I'm just like boop and I won the round. Because there's literally nothing he can do at this point. And now we see the strength. Oh, maybe we actually don't even. Maybe the barrage combo kills everything. Yeah, it does. That's crazy. I was about to say we're gonna see the strength of the rhino, but we don't actually get to see it. So now I just need one more round win. So I changed my buff on the rhino because now this is level 2. It's gonna do more damage, and I even get the tiger, and now, so this is going to kill the tiger, but because we put the mushroom on the tiger, we do get a double barrage buff on the tiger. Now, the reason why I sold the scorpion is that he's guaranteed to move the camel, so the scorpion will no longer have any value in the game because it will die to the barrage. So now we just go double barrage. So it's going to double trigger this, it's going to double trigger this, and it's going to double trigger itself. So everything just goes 17 times. I think this is like a brilliant idea. But his camel is still too strong. So, like, we tie. Actually, no, I lose, which is crazy. Also, I wish that would have gone first. Whatever. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. So I lose, but I'm still like, well, this is the right idea. I just need a little bit more barrage so we can level up our blowfish and level up our bear or wolverine and now be like a super awesome, insane powerhouse. So now my barrage is even stronger. There is no way he can win. He doesn't change his team. He even uses melon perk. Like, I'm rocking 4 damage. You're blocking 4, not 20. So that's a very, very bad decision by him. He should have gone for garlic instead or something like that. So now that's doing 6 per. So now we're doing 10 per hit plus 6. We're doing 16 per hit to all the enemies. It's crazy. Absolutely insane. And then we also have the blowfish and the back. So now finally we get to see a little bit of the value from that, and we get the win. Yes, with the super barrage awesome combo. I thought it was really a fun game to play because you can just watch everything flying back and forth the whole time. It's great. I love it. It's like one of my favorite teams. Nice.